the shite out of all my stuff. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am here with Jenna.
Hi!
She's my friend. And we are going to talk about 25 things we learned in high school. Because I bet there's a ton of you guys out there who are still in high school, or you might be going into high school, or you might be graduating high school like we have. So this is important to learn. We're gonna start now. Okay, so the first one we have is get involved in high school, because when you get involved, you're going to meet the friends you're probably going to be around throughout all of high school.
Right, and I think a lot of people, when they're not involved, they get really bored. And they're just sitting at home like, what do I do? And obviously, it's not fun going to like practices all the time or rehearsals or whatever, but
it makes you closer with those people.
The next thing is that in high school, it's really easy to get confused about like how much time should we spend on grades and focusing on schoolwork, and how much time should I focus with like, you know, my extracurriculars and spending time with my friends. So time management is just really important, and understanding like how much time you should spend with each, and just focusing your time on the right things.
Yes, because like I know personally it was really easy for me to like let my grades kind of like take over everything, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, no, I can't go out tonight, I have to stay home and study. But at the same time, you need to have like your life, you know? You need to like allow yourself to have fun. Okay, so on this next one, we said like find your thing. We were saying like find something that makes you happy. It could be something really unique. Like with Jenna, she likes to write a lot, so like that was her thing to like, you know,
a hobby.
Something that you can always like go back to. And like for me, I feel like I always came home, and if I was stressed or tired, I would play the piano. I know it sounds like really like, I don't know.
That's great.
That sounds like really
cool.
cliche, but like it really did like help me like relieve stress. I would just like sit down and play the piano, and like it's whatever is like, you know, individual to you.
You need to have a thing that you can always go back to. It's never gonna change. The next one that we thought of is just choosing your friends wisely. You need to know what kind of person you're looking for, and don't settle. Like obviously you can be friends with everyone, but in terms of the kind of people you're allowing to like change you and affect you, you should really be careful in who you're picking and that kind of thing, because kind of what you put in is what you're gonna put out. So you always want to allow positive vibes to enter.
Like, because who you're surrounding yourself with is like who you're gonna become. Okay, so the next one we did is, so high school won't last forever. I know that whenever you're like probably a sophomore or junior, you feel like it's gonna be forever till you graduate, or you have so much time until like high school ends. But like you can let things go, because high school won't be there forever. Like that teacher's not gonna always be your teacher. That's like friend group's not always gonna be your friend group, and the drama that you're dealing with right now is not gonna be the drama that you're dealing with for the rest of your life. You need to like let things go. You need to choose your battles, because high school's not gonna last forever. It's gonna be over faster than you think it is.
And the same way, it's not gonna last forever. So take the good things in. Like, you're not gonna be living 5 minutes away from your best friend forever. So like, you need to take that in too. Like it's not gonna be this easy forever, so it goes both ways. So I think one of the biggest things that's frustrating about high school is the teachers, because there's so many types of teachers, and
oh my gosh,
there are plenty of difficult ones. There's some that just obviously don't know what they're doing, and we've had our fair share. And so I think it's so important to not get too caught up in that, because at the end of the day, like what's going on your transcript is not, it was a bad teacher, so that's why I have a bad grade. Like you still have to get a good grade, and you still have to learn something, because you have to go to college and have that knowledge at the end of the day. So whatever you have to do to know the information and get a good grade.
Yeah, because I hope you guys know this by now, but if you're in high school, the stuff you're learning now is going to apply to the stuff you're going to be learning in college, because I feel like it's really easy in high school to just be like, oh, this teacher, it's a joke, like this class is a joke, blah blah blah, and like you don't want to learn because either the teacher might not be taking it seriously, or like you just might not understand it. But when you get to college and you realize, oh gosh, like I didn't pay attention in high school, it's gonna like be really, really hard to play catch up the rest of like your 4 years in college. So pay attention no matter who your teacher is.
If you are a like junior or a senior, you probably get asked all the time, like, what are you doing after this? Do you know where you're going to college? What are you doing after college? What are you doing after high school? It is okay to have no idea. It is okay to not know what your career is going to be. It's okay to not know what you're doing in college. Like, it's okay to just have no idea what you want to do.
And I feel like it's good to have like an idea, like what you like and what you don't like, but you do not have to have like a dead set decision by the time you graduate. So this one is just like kind of a lifesaver, honestly. You have to have chapstick and you have to have water when you're in high school. You always have to have that with you to just like, you know, just refresh your look. And then water is obviously, you need water like to live. But I literally carry around a huge like cup of some sort with me everywhere I go because I always get super thirsty, and whenever I don't have my cup, I realize how thirsty I am when I don't have it with me. I actually have an award.
I made awards for all of our friends on the last day of lunch in high school, and I made Erin Riley's award.
Here's my award. Oh my gosh.
Because she always had her water cup, but she always left it on the ground at lunch. But like, literally, Erin always had a water.
So this one is something that I think is so true for not just in high school, but like for anything, is dress the way you want to feel. Like if you have a big test coming up or you have a presentation, dress confidently, dress cute, dress professional. So it gives you that feeling like, oh, I look really cute, and it gives you like an extra boost of confidence because when you look cute, you're gonna feel cute. Because I don't think I've ever like dressed cute and felt ugly. I don't really know like how that works, but it's just like a mental thing. And like I was in the musical Grease, and like the opening week we had rehearsals every single day from right after school till like midnight. And so like I would come to school the next morning, like I felt so tired, and I wanted people to know that. I didn't want people to talk to me. I was so tired, so I would wear like just giant comfortable sweatshirts with like leggings, and I just wanted to be comfortable and sleepy in school. So like dress the way you want to feel that day, because I promise it makes a huge difference in like the way you feel and the way you perform and the way you hold yourself.
I think in some of like my hardest times, like when I've been sad, that's when I've dressed the best, because I've been like, I have to go out and show everybody, including myself, that I can look really good. For Erin and I, we talked a lot about the fact that sometimes it can be hard to get motivated to do your schoolwork and to get started.
It's hard.
And so something that helps us a lot is staying organized, but more importantly, when we buy like cute school supplies, like cute spirals or folders or colorful pens, that's a big thing for me, is colorful pens or markers. It makes us more likely to want to like stay organized and get our work done.
I love going to Target, and like before school starts, I feel like it's almost exciting to go school supply shopping, but it can be like really sad because you're like, oh no, I'm going back to school. But it's kind of something to look forward to. If you like go out and get some cute school supplies, it like makes you want to use it, so it's exciting to start school.
In your life, you're going to have a lot of situations where people come and go, or like someone moves away, or you don't have a friend that you used to have, or like someone breaks up with you, like something like that, or your parents get divorced, something like that. And science shows that it takes 21 days to break a habit. I've taken a lot of comfort in that, and anytime that I have had a loss of any kind, anytime that I've lost someone in my life, is that I've taken 21 days, which is 3 weeks, and I have just mourned. Like, I've just been sad, and I haven't tried to be happy. I haven't really tried to do anything other than be sad, because for 21 days, all you're doing is trying to break the habit, and the habit is that you were just so used to being with that person all the time, or just having them there, or something like that.
It's super important to have that like state of like being just sad and like mourning the loss of whatever relationship or something that has changed in your life. Because for me personally, I feel like I always, if something bad happened to me, or I got like super upset over something, or I had a relationship that like was over, I always just tried to like get over it as fast as I could. Like, oh, I can't be sad. I need to just like keep going, just push that behind me, and like just get happy again, be okay again as fast as possible. Like, I didn't want to have to go through all the grieving and all the mourning, all the being sad. I just wanted to be myself and be okay again. But that's like super unhealthy because you'll always have that hurt and all that sadness inside of you somewhere just waiting to come out. And if you suppress that, it's going to blow up again someday. And you need to get rid of all that sadness and all that like heartbreak that you're having. So you need to take that time to be sad. But you also need to remember that you can't be sad forever. So you need to take the time to be sad and mourn the loss of something, but then you also need to make the decision to be happy again and to realize that you're over that and that you are okay again.
I think one of the biggest things you learn in high school is that you can't be afraid to do something new or random. Erin and I started doing film in high school, which is so weird because
we were never film kids.
Yeah, like
we weren't even on the talent.
It's so weird. Like we started high school in band, and then
film and band aren't exactly like
in sophomore year for me, and then junior year for her and I, we just did film. We just made films,
and we wrote it.
We were good. Yeah, and we were successful.
We
like wrote and directed and filmed and acted in like real films. And now that's what I'm doing with my career. Like, and if I hadn't started doing that, I would not have known that that's what I want to do with my life.
Adding on to that is don't be afraid to experiment in high school, because high school is the perfect time to kind of experiment and just like try new things. Like, I passed the theater hallway one day and it said like audition for the Little Shop of Horror musical. And I had auditioned like a long time ago for a musical, but I was like, hey, why not try again? I'm a junior, maybe I have a better chance at it. But like I was not in theater at all in high school. And then I auditioned and I got it. So like it's like you just experiment and try things, because you never know, like you might end up loving something you never thought you would.
Okay, so I think the hardest lesson I had to learn in high school was that people leave. And there's no controlling that. You can only control the way you react to it. So whenever someone leaves, you have a couple of options. You can be petty, which is okay for a second if you want, but like you really have to allow yourself to grow from it, because usually when someone leaves, it's not when you want them to, and it's not how you want them to.
That's how life is.
Yeah, and so your only option at that point is to grow and to learn and to move on. And so whenever you lose someone, you have to, like we talked about earlier, you have to mourn for a while, and then you have to choose to learn from it. You have to choose to make it a lesson, understand why that happened to you, understand what you got from that, and then keep going. Because if you just let it kill you, then you got nothing from it other than a loss.
Yeah. Okay, so this next point is high school is very up and down. You just have to accept that high school is not going to be like High School Musical, or like just happy all the time, and like the only thing you're concerned about is like, oh, do I go with theater or do I go with basketball? Because those are not real problems, okay? It's not High School Musical, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have serious breakdowns in high school. You're going to have serious mental problems. High school is going to be like extreme highs and extreme lows. But like, that's just how it is. You have to accept that. And honestly, that's kind of how life is. But I feel like high school is just, I feel like it's the most roller coaster ride you're going to be on, because you're maturing, everyone's at different growing rates, and it's just like lots of headbutting, and there's just lots of drama and stuff in high school, but you just have to learn to accept the fact that you're going to deal with a lot of trials. It's not going to be happy all the time, it's going to be happy sometimes, and it's going to be sad sometimes, but it's just a wild ride.
But you can't make the most of all of the times.
It's just going to be a very wild ride.
Going off of that, I think that we were talking about the fact that we can remember specific times when everybody in our friend group was happy at the same time, which is kind of sad that we can only remember a couple specific times, but that's because everybody in our group, like everybody's dealing with something.
Yeah.
And so it's important to remember that like when you're sad, like it's okay because it's gonna go back up. It
Yeah.
always does.
It's always
It
up and
always goes back up. And when you're up, you don't have to worry about the down
down.
because it's always gonna go back up again.
This is happening.
So this one is one of our favorites because junior year, we traveled from class to class. We didn't have a lot of classes together.
But we
and
like
so-
were in the same like direction. Like most of the
Yes.
time.
So we would find meeting spots where all of our friends, like we had a central location where we would all meet by this water fountain so Erin Riley could fill up her water bottle. And we would meet there and we would all just talk about like how our days have been and like share whatever's been going on.
The drama.
Yes. We've been sharing our we would share at our meeting spots and then we would all go our separate ways to our own classes. And that's just really cool if you don't have a lot of classes with your friends to just have a central meeting spot.
Location.
Yes, to just get together and then separate.
Disperse.
Yes, and so if you guys, if you and your friends, if you don't have a lot of classes together, if you can find a spot to meet for just like a minute or two, just to see each other.
Just to exchange rants
Yeah.
and like stories.
Exactly, it's just
and
kind of
sometimes
fun.
it's like warning, like, oh, like don't forget, like the physics quiz is gonna be really hard. Like, you know, just kind of like a nice little catch up place. So okay, and then the last but not least is to remember that it's just high school. There is so much bigger things out there. Like college is a huge thing, but it's like you just have to realize that high school is so small. It's only 4 years. It's just high school. The drama that's going on right now is not going to be anywhere near as important in like maybe probably even like a year from now.
Yeah.
You just have to remember that yes, high school doesn't last forever, but it's just high school. You don't have to make everything perfect in high school because it's not that big of a deal. Don't take it too crazy seriously, but don't take it as a joke because it's not a joke. But just relax. That's like what I'm gonna say is relax and enjoy the ride of high school. Okay guys, so that is it for our very long 25 things that we learned in high school. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got a lot of stuff out of it because a lot of thought went into all this and it's very personal to us. So if you liked it and enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up because it would be very greatly appreciated. And if you want to see more videos like this, please comment down below because I love hearing you guys' ideas and opinions. If you want to see more of Erin Riley's videos, please subscribe because I would love to share my life with y'all. So, with that being said, I don't have an outro. So someone comment down below an outro.
Kiss, kiss. If you want to see more of Jenna, give this a thumbs down.
Please don't.
If you want to see more of Jenna, comment a smiley face with 2 chins.
Stay happy.